Let me turn the lights on. Woo, woo, getting late. Woo. Hey, looks like we're go everywhere. All right. Ooh, come on, baby, turn the lights down. Ooh. Turn the thing down. Ooh, turn the lights on. Good thing it's unrated. Yeah. Hesitate. Whoa, hesitate. The way kinda beautiful. Alright. Time to resume the Elo grind here. See if we can start off with a nice little win. Monday left me broken. Free pawn, what am I doing? Yeah, he sees it too now. Ah! Wonder a piece. Rough start. Yeah, Peace Wonder is rough. Not really gonna recover from that one. Not irreplaceable. Where is he going? A good move on his part. Oh, I could have even went there. Could have evened it up mostly. Dang. Yeah, Bishop just hangs if I do that. That's unfortunate. Hey, Southern, how's it going, man? Be better, Grizz. You're not vibing enough. Yeah, no, not yet. No, not yet in the night. Just ate dinner. I'm too full to be full on vibing right now. Y'all can't copy. Bam. Man. How's your summer going, man? The everything I recall do it, and yet I'm all with the stage light going shine on down. School starts on Monday. Holy shit, that's early. Damn, I heard they start early in the South, but that's like it's like a month early. Well, we get out mid-May. Oh, okay, well that's also crazy. Yeah, we should go to like the end of June, like right to the end of June when I was in high school. I need to start August 30th. So you get basically exactly like 8 weeks. So we put our hands up like the city can't hold us. Hey, just a Twitch chatter. How's it going, man? I'm doing pretty good myself. Hopefully you're doing well too. I want to see you roll. It says it make you a believer. Nah, never ever did a fourth row. All right, we're gonna get our mojo back. Last couple of games to start here. Now the winning's gonna start. Came here to live life like nobody was watching. I got my city right behind me. If I fall, they got me. A failure, gain humility, and then we keep marching. And I say, yeah, good. Thanks for asking. Of course, man. Good to hear you're doing good. It's up like the city can't hold us. 25 stream streak. Woo! That's a free piece. All right, there we go. We're turning it around. A brilliant. Where's my brilliant here? We put our hands up. Oh, brilliant. Oh, I guess I'm sacrificing this bishop. Okay. Still, it's threatening a mate in one. Whoa. Let's go. Oh, Queen's Gambit accepted. Don't see a whole bunch of this. Boring Brilly, true. You've heard of the Boring Billion. Now it's time for the Boring Brilly. Oh, whoa, oh, and all my people say. Na na. Like the city can't hold us. Like the city can't hold us. Hmm. Hey, Viper, how's it going? How about you? So far removed. Hey, Rooks, how's it going, man? I'm sorry, Chris. I had to make some fun of my hammer over on Brando's stream. Yeah, thanks, Rooks. I say one comment, get banned immediately on that stream. I've been totally better, but we're rolling along. Damn, everyone in the Twitch chat was like, "How's it going?" They're just like, "Life's life, you know." I'm just saying. It's like, holy shit, what's going on over there? Oh, if he takes here, we go check here. He has to go here. Go check here. No, he goes back. Okay, never mind. Me, I'm like thinking, oh, this is 5 head. It's actually like 0 head. I'm now unmodded again and free speech is now allowed again. Damn. The tyranny of rooks took over there for a brief period of time. Well, no, I think it'd be much worse than school starting back. It is a rough one. Don't worry, Rooks. You can still say mod in my kick chat because I know you're not going to do shit there. No way. Plundered Queen, don't even worry about it. Who gives a fuck? Not me. As when I am with you, our heart continues to beat with every step we take. Kyoto to the bay, strolling so casually. And you another name, switch up the battery. If he gave me a chance, I would take it. It's a shot in the dark, but I'll make it. Nah, I figured it out. Row. Yeah, it happens. You know what clue is happening to my joints? Yeah, you didn't have. Wait. A 15-year-old didn't actually have arthritis? Color me shocked. Damn, goes on the diagonal. That's smart of them. This is not going well at all. What's happening to me? Lower half is extremely hypermobile. Hypermobile? That's the opposite of arthritis. How are they got so confused? That's what I said. That's bizarre. Bro, this is hanging. Up well suited like a dance. Keep it thing when they light it up. Oh my god. All right. That's enough of this. That's enough of this. All right. All right, people. Booze Hydrate's been enabled. Enough of this losing. We gotta get some of this. Checkmate juice in me. Drank too much and that's an issue, but I'm okay. I hope I never see them again. Oh no, it breaks your heart. Moved to the city in a broke down car and now I'm looking pretty in a hotel bar and can't stop. And I know you can't afford that too. Waiting for this day. There we go. Ugh. Strong. And Nura Hannah, put your chess.com profile in the chat if you want me to play. Never getting older. Surprised he hasn't moved his king. He's still just letting us chill. Of all the moves. Hello, Jordan Rodriguez. All right, guys. That didn't count. That didn't count. The booze hydrate hadn't kicked in yet. It's kicking in this game. So we go with sub 2100. It just makes it all the more sweeter when we hit 2200 today. You stole from your roommate back in Boulder. We ain't ever getting older. Hey, BXG. Bunch of letters after the fact. Thanks for the follow. Come 1v1. Oh, you want to play me 1v1? That makes a lot more sense than whatever the hell I was thinking. What's your username at chess.com, bro? Hmm. I take, he takes, I take, he. That just doesn't work for him. All right, I'll play a game, man. I set the challenge, bro. Okay, Brody's not accepting it. Look out, it's a snake. Ah, it's a snake. How's it going, man? Again, no. How's it going? Name a name. The bishop at the pawn. I think it was a bad move by him. I think I win a piece no matter what here. Yeah, because I defend the knight. Even if he takes, I take the bishop now. Whoa, am I wrong? But I'm doing good, name. How about yourself? This is my best option here. I get 2 pawns for the knight this way. If he takes, I take here. This works to pin, this works pin. If the queen takes, I take this rook. If this rook takes here, I go here. Okay, well, he does this one anyway. So now neither rook can take. Queen can take, but I take here, check, win a rook. So he couldn't actually take with the queen. Just have fun. My win streak for Funday online arena ended at 25. Ah, it's unfortunate. That's just how I feel. Hey, Nix, my first day works tomorrow. Good luck at your new job, man. It's good. It's cool to have a first job. Those first few paychecks will feel like so much money, and then it will, after working a little while, it'll feel like not that much money again. But for a little while, it'll be crazy. There we go. I gotta win. Hey, 7-game watch streak. Hell yeah, name. I don't wanna be right. Tacticking his way out of trouble. Yeah. How else am I supposed to do it? I guess I can hope my opponent blunders. That's usually more my style, to be honest. For real. See, the booze is slowly kicking in, and it'll help me out, because we lost a bunch of elo to start with, but we'll get it back here. Yeah, you said you're making good actually hourly, too. I mean, I got about $50 for, like, nothing today lifeguarding, but it poured. That's fair. I think, like, for Nix, I forget how old he is. He's, like, 15 or 16, but for his first job, he's getting, like... It's, like, a good amount of money, guys. It's, like, 40K a year or something he was saying. Like, for a slightly more than part-time, but not quite full-time job in high school. Like, that's pretty good. Also 7-stream streak from Just Have Fun. Hell yeah. I'm 16, right. Sorry. I get confused. There's a lot of people at both ages. 40K a year, I mean, I just spent 2K on a laptop. Yeah, I mean, exactly. 40K a year, like, I don't know about you guys. After tax, 40K a year? Wait, no, because you guys, 40K is American. Oh, if I had 40K American a year, I'd have no problem living off that. And I live in, like, a 2-bedroom apartment downtown. I have, like, there's literally, like, a Subway 1 block from my house. Like, that's good money. Especially for high school. That'll pay for a good chunk of your college there, get out less debt, or pay for your apartment when you move out into. Especially if you're smart and go to, like, state school. Hey, what is this song? Trade school. Even better, your trade school isn't that expensive at all. And we pay, you'll have a down payment on a house by the time you're like 19 there, bro. Hey, all the money. Hell yeah, that's what you want, man. Good on you getting a head start on things. You can legitimately be like those people in the 50s. Like, yes, I'm 22, I own a house. I mean, hell, you've been working for 4 years full time. It's doable. Except you'll be like 19, so it'll be even crazier. Laptop for college, not even gaming? How do you spend $2,000 on a laptop for college? Like, I understand gaming laptop. I spent somewhat close to that on mine, but for college? Buy like a Mac for some reason? Seems wild. Wild in with your laptop purchases. Mom says I can live with her until I'm like 30, so it's possible to keep expenses low and get a house ASAP. Well, you don't need to live at home till 30 to get a house, bro. If you're working full time, basically since 16. Like, maybe if you live on the coast. Like, I don't know where you live, right? So, you live in, like, San Francisco. Yeah, you probably do. But you live anywhere, like, in central states? Like, Midwest? Bro. Yeah, you can be 20 and get a house. You can save it up. Going to trade school. You're working all the time. Easily. Easily. Touchscreen HP 14-inch stylus. Stylus? The fuck do you need a stylus for? Gotta draw with absolutely no time. Going San Fran in April. My dad is here this week. Stylus are taking notes and problem sets. I guess. I just find paper is so much easier to use than a stylus on a laptop, but don't need to as possible. Just what she said. Yeah, no, fair. It's always good to have a fallback and good to know your parents got your back. 14-inch screen HP costs $2,000. That's insane. I got like a high fucking powered gaming laptop that I can stream from and play games at the same time with like 2 monitors. I got hooked up like a 34-inch monitor to it, and that didn't cost me $2,000. I think for college you need to do it digital, and you can just take photos. 20% also would have been 2.5K, and that's American. That's American too. I'm thinking Canadian. Holy shit! Yeah, my what? That seems insane. That's like unfathomable. I guess maybe with the RAM prices going up and the CPU prices gone up and the GPU prices have always been high. I did kind of get it just before those accelerated. That could maybe. Yeah, if you get high end, I guess you really must have spent on the CPU. Because if it's not a gaming laptop, your GPU can be just marginal. Yeah. I do live in New York, but a house is still like 200K. Yeah, New York State, though, you mean, if it's 200K. Obviously, not New York City, a house isn't that. Yeah, 200K, yeah. Very affordable. I mean, also, you can do the thing what I did there, too, next is get your starter place. Like, I'm currently in a condo that cost about, I'd be about 120,000 American. And you pay that off real quick. And then you just have a place and you're not paying rent, but it's still your own place. Those are pretty cheap, and then you can later on either sell it or when you move into your long-term house or rent it out. Whatever works. I live right by New York. It's nice around here. Sure. I have nothing to go on, so I have nothing I can do but believe you. Damn, you let me have the pawn after all. I was wondering if he was gonna go for a draw right there. Okay, we got a pawn out of that. Mm-hmm. If I go here, he goes here. I go here, he goes there. I go here, he can go there. I go here, he goes there. Keeps me on the mate. If I go here, he goes there. I go here. Takes, I take. He's up there. I'm here. If I get this pawn past this, he's dead. And he goes here, I go here. He goes here, I go here. Wow! 3 pawns versus 3 pawns. We somehow win this. Doing well, Selvix. How are you? I could get 200K. No, Nix. Don't buy your house in cash. Like, that's not, keep yourself diversified a little bit, you know. Especially if you're gonna get a decent rate in your mortgage, there's no reason to pay that down super, super fast. Think twice. You never know, baby. Don't you be surprised. And then the ceiling. Ooh, baby, it's the ultimate feeling. I mean, if you give me 20 and have a paid off house, why not? Because you could be 20 and just have more money than a paid off house. Like, you could have a paid off house that's 200K, or you could have, like, I don't know, 100K down in your house and 120K in the market. Or, like, anything else. Like, literally just a mortgage is, it's a very usually low interest rate. It's not generally worth being the thing you target to pay down fast. You're losing money on other things you could be investing in. But you get more of your paycheck and you just moved out. What? What do you mean you get more of your paycheck? There's an opportunity cost to anything. If you're having like a 7% mortgage or higher, like absolutely pay the thing off first. If you manage to get like a 4%, 3% mortgage, like, man, you can put that money literally even in just like treasury bills and you'll be making more money than paying off your mortgage. Like, like at that point, it's a guaranteed return. It's free money. You know, in between, it's like you kind of iffy because you have to invest in stocks. Long term be better, but it's a bit of a risk. Yeah. Because you're not paying your mortgage, then you invest, yeah? No, you just invest. Your mortgage is a fixed interest percentage rate. If your return is going to be higher than that, you're losing out by paying down your mortgage. I could run this in Excel right now if you want to see what we're talking about. Like, what return do you think you'd get in the market? What's your interest rate you think you'd have on a mortgage? We could put the math on it right now. I can show you. Inflation rate way over mortgage rate? That's just not true, name. That's like not even. What is in the Philippines? Maybe. Or like in 2022. 22 it definitely was. Not even in the same ballpark right now. Official inflation rate way understated. Wait. You mean overstated or understated? Because I always have an issue with this there. Is and not even this is as first of all, it has no relation to the other topic we're talking about. I don't know why this got sidetracked anyway, but yeah, I think it's the other way around. Generally, inflation's overstated by the government. Because every time you look at it for like long-term CPI, people trade off goods way faster than the government actually accounts for. You get more of your paycheck because you're not paying your mortgage, and you can invest. You can do it the other way around. Understated, the actual money supply expansion is much higher than reported officially. Official money supply is, I mean, how much they print is. You just look at like what the Fed prints right now. You can look it up. Like, but also, yeah, M1 and M2 are not directly correlated to inflation. There, if people in China are just hoarding cash and not spending it, it won't raise the inflation rate regardless if you print money. Like a money supply, how much that increases is not directly correlated to inflation. It's the you have to include like the momentum of money movement and all other shit. Money supply is a factor, but it's not on its own to determine it. Inflation is money supply. That's not true. Inflation is the cost of goods. The cost of goods is determined by one of them being money supply, one of them being the momentum of money, how fast it moves there. Like, there's several things that go into it. If it was just the money supply, then by printing, like, the goods would be way higher. It's stalemated me. Okay. Gotta be the only person watching on a Samsung TV. Nah, bro, it's just a matter of technical definition. It's just fucking not, though, name. Like, that's just not what inflation is. Like, like, literally, the reserve ratios in banks will affect inflation. If the government is spending money that is financed through bonds, which would be no money printing, it would increase inflation because you're stimulating the economy, making it more hot. If the momentum of money, the ease of transaction of goods, like credit cards being available as opposed to before it isn't, would increase inflation because it eases the amount of money being able to move quicker and it increases inflation. Expansion of money supply usually leads to higher prices. True. Usually. All else being equal, yes. All else being equal, it usually leads to it. But it's not all else being equal. Like, when the money supply increased, like during COVID, right? When the money supply increases by the most, it's usually at a period of low inflation because it's the government stimulating for periods of very low economic activity. Now, in COVID, they overdid it by a fuck ton and we got a lot of inflation. But, like, yeah, it's just usually that way. Like, this in Japan, they expanded the money supply insane amounts since 1990. And for 30 years, they had no inflation. They're trying to get inflation so bad, they're spending, they put their government GDP up to deficit to 200% there, they increased the money supply, I don't know how many fold, and they had no inflation. So it's not a direct correlate. If you have your house paid off at 20, you're just a dumb kid who doesn't matter yet. You could invest 1,000 more per month because you're not in the mortgage. Dude, okay, Nix, I don't think you're getting what I'm saying there. I'm saying if you didn't put it all in the mortgage, you would have more money than if you just put it all in the mortgage to invest there. I know you would get your 1,000 a month after you paid it off, but I'm saying you could be putting that 1,000 a month before then into an investment that would yield a higher percentage. And also, if for name and name is saying that inflation is a higher percentage than a mortgage rate, then it's like really, really dumb to be paying off your mortgage rate. Literally, that means your real amount of your mortgage would actually be decreasing without you even putting anything down on it because your interest rate is less than the inflation rate. At which point, I'd say take the longest mortgage out possible and never pay it unless like you have to on like a tiny amount in your 30-year. I don't know if that's true, especially with whatever mortgage rate you get as like an 18-year-old, but like, it's absolutely something to consider. Like, okay, because I think this is. I'll show you in Excel. It's a lot easier than me rambling. Yes, I think if you bought gold instead of paying off a house at 25, the gold would be better than paid off the mortgage. Oh, yeah, anything, almost any investment would be better than buying a house in 2005. Not even just because the housing prices went down, just because housing does not usually grow at the rate of other investments. Gold usually underperforms as well, but like if you put that in stocks, you'd have like way more. This was the Dow Jones 2005, like 15,000, so it tripled. I don't think housing prices have tripled since 2005. And also, you'd be paying back the mortgage you get. What would your mortgage percentage be in 2005? You'd be paying a decent amount because their interest rates were somewhat high. They jumped up The Fed rate between 2005 and 2006. Probably 6% mortgage. Even still, stocks outperform so far. More money over having 4 years of investing, yes, but now you have 60 years of your house paid off, though. No. Next. This is when you're 60 years old. This is the difference between your house will be paid off anyway by the time you're 60. You just had this is like the difference between like 3 million and 2.5 million when you're 60. Your house is paid off either way. If you just invest in a higher return assets than real estate over the long term, especially when your house isn't paid off, it makes way more sense. Like again, I'll show you the math on this. 2000 or in 1995. Yeah, any point. Although gold to paying off your house is I mean, gold, I guess, has rallied a whole bunch recently. Yeah, it depends. Like, if you invest in gold in, like, I don't know, 1980, you're not doing so hot. Like, I mean, it might have had, like, what would your gold return be since then? Like, a 10-fold return? But, like, if you put that in the S&P 500, you'd be looking at closer to 50-time return? All right, so S&P might not be around then, but, you know, like Dow Jones or something like that. Like, just index funds from way back. But it depends. If you did it at the start of the 70s, you'd be having a great return. Just depends when you bought into it. Gold up 12x from the late 90s. I think it's also about up 12x from the early 80s, if I'm not correct. The 80s weren't kind of gold. But yeah, it definitely would be a pretty good return from the late 90s. Although, you're looking at the late 90s, like 95, the market's up about 12x times since then, because what was the Dow Jones about 95? Would be about 5,000. So, like, it's comparable. Generally, diversification is good. You have some gold, you have some index funds, you have some, you know, you put your mortgage down, so you have some exposure to real estate, you have a little bit of everything. Safest play in case one of them goes down. I mean, using gold as a proxy for inflation can't be fudged, though. Well, gold's not a proxy for inflation because we've been off the gold standard for, well, I mean, Nixon and Fisher took us off in the 70s, but we'd effectively been since FDR. Like, yeah, it really has no bearing on inflation because what the fuck do you need gold for? If shit goes tits up, I'm not fucking buying gold. You can't trade gold for food or bullets. My silver made me some money. Yeah, you buy some gold, buy some silver. It's a investment vehicle, bro. It's good diversification. Speak. Nah, I should move my king. So here, let's I'll do this in Excel for you there, Nix. Okay, so this is, let's make this a little bit bigger for you guys. So, like, let's say, I don't know how much you're saving here. You said you 200K at 20, so let's say at 18, you got 100K. And then each year you're getting another 50K. So you go 19. Because you're living at home, you have no expenses, you're going to be work full-time trades. Okay. So this is, let's say at 18, you put 100,000 on your house. Or whatever, we can do way less. Let's put 20%. So let's put 40,000 down in your house here. And then you put $60,000 in investments. Now, what would the mortgage on a house be right now? Gold is what, if economy collapses, gold is what people would go back to? Depends. Gold is good for a really bad economic recession. It's not good for like an apocalyptic recession. It's like, gold's good for a crash, but not like an insane crash. Like, then it's like, you want guns at that point. Mortgage rate right now. What's the average mortgage rate? 5-year is 4.6%, 4.16%. So if this is your, let's add a couple rows in here. This is your paid on your house. This is your mortgage. And so you got 160,000 there. One more zero. And then this is your investment. This is scenario 1 right here. And then we'll copy this here, and this will be scenario 2. And in scenario 2, you pay your mortgage back as soon as possible. So this investment is 0. This is 100,000. This is 100,000. So in this, your investment will stay 0 for a couple of years. Okay, so mortgage is 4.16%. And what's historical? It's like 406%, 0.41. There we go. And what is the investment rate? Average S&P 500 return. Average for S&P is roughly 10%, 10.5% of dividends where you invest. Let's go 10% because it's a little more risky too. Okay. So in between this year and this year, you have 40,000 down. Let's say you're paying off 10,000 a year, you're putting 40,000 in investment. So in this, your mortgage expense would be was this times the amount. So each year you're paying 6,000 in interest. You're gonna pay. Try and delete a couple lines here to make this all fit. You're gonna pay 10 grand. And then your total remaining on your interest will be. So this will equal this plus this minus this. So this is how much remaining on your mortgage. And this is how much you've paid down. Just this. 200,000 minus that. Hey. Extrapolate this out here. Oh, we should get the investment too. So the investment, putting 10,000 a year, which means you're putting the remainder into your investment here. So equals this times this equals this plus this plus 40,000. And now let's pull these years way forward until this mortgage hits 0. It's this bottom one here. I know we're not doing monthly compounding, which we would normally do, but this is just an approximation because you do the same with the stock market too. So this would be at 45 years old. From this, your mortgage is paid off and you have 5.6 million in investments. Now in scenario 2, where you pay the house back first, and we're not using 10,000, we're paying back 50,000 because we're paying it back as soon as possible. The 20, you basically have it completely paid off. And at 21, it's negative 43. So we'll put that in your investments. So equal minus this. And then we got your investments. We can copy this formula right here. And then equals this plus 50,000. And then this formula can just get dragged through. I don't have to worry about your mortgage. It's paid off. We put that money that you paid extra in the investment at the start here. We should take this 50,000, drag it forward. This is 22. And we drag this forward and see how much money you have at 45 doing this both ways. You would have 4.8 million compared to 5.6 million. That's a difference of $800,000 by the time you're 45 years old. You'd have 4.8 million compared to 5.6, assuming you kept your same saving rate. Obviously, you wouldn't, so it'd actually be, as a percentage, it'd probably be more impactful. A percentage there that equals this divided by this. This is only 86% as much, or the other way, you lose out 14% of your income by putting it all into your house to pay off a low-interest mortgage as opposed to putting it in the market. Now, obviously, market can go up and down as it's more risky, but that's why I would usually say hedge your bets. Put a bit in both. When I'm 40, I pay it off and have $5 million versus... So yeah, when you're 45, it's paid off, you 5.6, or the other way, it paid it off early, but it's still paid off and you only have 4.8. That's what I'm saying. Over long term, it compounds a whole bunch, not putting that money where it is more useful. You're having a lost opportunity cost by paying off a low interest amount. Like, it's just a very cheap loan. 800,000 to 800,000, don't have any anxiety about debt. But you have the money in the bank. Why would you have anxiety about that? Like, I get it if you're a person who's like super worried about their mortgage. You're like, oh, I got anxiety about that. If you have $1 million and you're freaking out about your $100,000 mortgage, like, that ain't me. If it's you, fair enough. But, like, I don't know. To me, it's $800,000 I'm missing out for no reason, right? Like, why would I freak out about that? Like, I have student debt right now. I'm put it for the longest time to pay it off because I have, like, 20 times that amount in other places. I'm just not going to freak out about it, right? If that's you, you do you, man. But to me, that's leaving money on the table. I get it for some people, it's peace of mind. Anyway, that's what I was explaining. Hey, I just pay it with the investments. What year did my investment money reach the remaining mortgage money? What year did the investment money reach the remaining mortgage money? No. But that's the point. You don't pay. You keep the mortgage because if you have a 4% mortgage, you're making way more returns to the market. Hell, you can get bonds that make more than that are safe, right? That's the whole point. Is you don't get rid of the debt. The debt is what gives you more money. And I'm not saying going insane amounts of debt, but if you have $1 million, having 100,000 in debt is not a lot, especially when it's stuff that you're not just spending with that money, you're putting it into future investments. It's like the biggest, for most people that don't buy a house with cash, it is the biggest way that people in the middle class grow their wealth is through leverage debt through a mortgage, buying a home, because most people just can't buy a home straight up there. It is like the way that people have grown wealth in like the past. All right. Yeah, I mean, you can do that. Like, again, it would just defeat the purpose, and you're not going to gain any money from it, really. Hey, Climbot, how's it going? I'm going hard drugs to the Grizzler, mixing with alcohol. Yes, we encourage that here. Responsible investing and doing hard drugs. Wow, I feel like I'm in the 80s. And we're that responsible, they're investing. But who cares? So many kids in America have debt. It's crazy after college. Yeah, but like, I don't know. College debt is one of those things that's just like, what did you get your degree in? Oh, you're a doctor? Hell yeah, I mean, they have an insane amount of debt. But like, bro, you're eventually gonna get that back. A lawyer, same shit, right? Like engineer, hell yeah. You spent $200,000 to get an English literature degree? Yeah, kind of messed up, right? So I don't know. It's hard to paint a broad brush. Although I would just encourage just going to a public university or public college or whatever that is lower tuition in state. They seem to be the thing that makes sense for most people, unless you're getting to like an Ivy League or something. Or you really, really want to do something that only the program's offered at a certain university. Even then, it would have to be something at least the financial, like, you know, you're gonna pay a lot of money. You gotta get it back somehow. It's a good bit of the money. Journalism in the future. Rip. Yeah, I wouldn't go into journalism. There's not much money there. Yeah, that's not something I would go to university for. If you want to do that, just start intern in being an intern somewhere. A lot of those though, like why was that a university degree? Like, why is that not an internship? It seems a little wild to me. There's a lot of those that are just like, you're gonna pay someone like $100,000 to teach you this, but really a company should be kind of training you to do it. I want to do data science or data analytics. Hey, there's a lot of good programs for data analytics. I really liked my university, University of Alberta. They had a lot of really good data analytics stuff that we learned. You learn a lot of R, how to do things. I remember we made a big report. I was city by city for job rates from the COVID crash. So effective house prices based off what jobs are in each metropolitan area, and see how much housing prices changed over the course of COVID depending on the job makeup of a certain metropolitan area. And I got to make that in R, and it was kind of cool. You get to use web scraping, data mining, get to use some AI techniques before AI was really a thing. This is 2021. There's no chat GPT. So yeah, it shows a lot of really cool stuff. It was quite useful. But I also like wouldn't go to an American university for it and pay like $200,000. Like I was paying 10,000 Canadian a year. I can stomach that. I wouldn't stomach the insane other amount. Everyone needs data now, or it will be fun. True, it is fun. Data science manipulation is really fun. Like either way, you can live comfortably your entire life off investments. So why never have debt and miss out 800,000 that you'd know you'd never lost in a moment? Because you are losing. You're losing the $800,000 for your peace of mind of your like $100,000. That wouldn't give you peace of mind. In my mind, Nix, that's just throwing money in a fire for no real reason. If you have $2 million in the bank, you're not like that in the stock market. Even the stock market's not going down 95%. Outside of a nuclear war, at which place nuked your house. Like it saves me no stress. You know you lost it. You never saw that money. You don't know you lost it. You never saw that money. What do you mean you don't know you lost it? No, I know I lost it because I can do the math in my head. I know I lost the money. If like I have an interest-free loan right now, right? An interest-free loan. I would never. I'm paying it off in the slowest time possible to the federal government currently, because why would I pay an interest-free loan back? Having that debt is no burden on me. But I know I could even just put it in a treasury bill and get like 4% a year. And I know if I paid it off right now, that even though it's like a small amount, every time like I'm throwing away $400 every year. When the world's arguing this, I'm arguing with a 16-year-old about finance. They're trying to tell me that to pay down a low interest mortgage is ideal over over having diversified investments with a small mortgage. Did you get a fresh cut? Hey, Cappy. Yeah, I did about a week ago. Thanks for noticing, bud. Also, good to see you, Ron John. You don't know you... Yeah, I explained how I know I lost it. They'll learn. Yeah, one way or another. Hell yeah, looking good. Hell yeah, Cappy. Love the enthusiasm. I'm putting my life saving on options for the Grizzler. Go Grizzly, yeah. Because it was funny, Ron John, because I made the whole... I I made the whole ass accelerate here where I'm like break down their investments from 18 to 95 if they put it in an investment portfolio as opposed to the mortgage. And we worked out, obviously this is investing 50,000 a year, so it's a little exaggerated, but if they put it all in investments and pay off the mortgage slowly till they're 45, they'd have 5.6 million as opposed to 4.8. They're 14% difference, but it's they prefer the peace of mind apparently of not having a $100,000 mortgage when they have like 2 million in the bank. It's my birthday today. I'm spending it here with you. You should feel special. I do feel special, Cappy. Hell yeah. Thank you for spending it here with us. You sound more secure if your house is paid off. I'm not. You make a dumb decision because you're 20, you own your house and it can't be taken away. That's not true. You can burn your house down and not have insurance. You could just do a dumb thing and gamble and have to sell your house to pay it off for. Like, you can do a ton of stupid things. Nothing's guaranteed. Having a house paid off just means you paid off your house. Doesn't mean you're not going to lose it. Good chess and Grizz. I gotta go get after a few things today. Alright, well, thanks for being here, Name. I always appreciate it. I like the feedback on the finance stuff. The pushback. You give the interesting ones. And then I was a big honor of playing the clarinet at Lucas Oil. Ooh. Wait, where the Colts play? Like the massive Indianapolis stadium? Damn. Your kid must be able to play the hell out of the clarinet. You can pay off a car and still have it stolen? True. Taxes are guaranteed. Death too. Very true. Unless you become a bum-ass bitch. I had a roommate, and this was his secret strategy. Lives off welfare, goes to the food bank for his food, splits rent with 3 roommates. Or 2 roommates, 3 total, I guess, including him. And he just got by on welfare. No taxes paid. $750 a month, got his food from the food bank, and had about like $100 left over for some fast food and a couple computer parts. I mean, death is guaranteed to him too. He's about 500 pounds and about 5'6", maybe? Morbidly obese individual. But he didn't pay taxes. He was just a leech on society. Pick your poison. Smart man. Yeah, he's in a band playing there. Best music players in Indiana are playing there. That's crazy. I mean, it must be if they're playing in a stadium like that, but wow. Good on him. 500 pounds isn't going to last that long, unfortunately. Yeah, especially not at that short, too. Like, he's like one of the shortest guys I've ever met, and he was the heaviest guy I've ever met as well. It's a losing combination. I mean, you can't pay your mortgage. You did something dumb, then your house is fine because it's paid. It's not that stupid. But you have that $2 million in the bank. What do you mean you're not going to be able to pay your mortgage? You like again, you have the $2 million in the bank. If you don't have the money in the bank either, you can do something dumb and then you can't make your property tax payment, or you have to sell your house because you're so far in debt anyway. You can still lose a fully paid off house by failing to pay property taxes, which I find dumb. Yeah. I'm surprised they don't have better bankruptcy filings for that. Just want to make sure I don't stalemate here. Booze hydrate again. Okay, Viper, you got it. Guys blowing endgame's true. I don't know, man. I just am a stupid kid who wants peace of mind factor. Fair enough. Again, that peace of mind, I do understand it. I couldn't mentally do it because it's like the reverse peace of mind for me, but I do understand the mental idea of not having debt is like relaxing to some people. I don't know. It's just to me, it's like I do not like going the speed limit. I like going 5, 10 over. Even if I have nothing to do in the future, I'm like, it's just ingrained in me. I'm like, this feels uncomfortable when I do that. And so that's the feeling I get if I don't do that. I know it's unnecessary. It's like, okay, it might be saving me time and it's not really needed, but that's just the kind of feeling I get if I'm like, wow, this is a very low interest rate. I could be investing this money way better than paying off this debt. Mom just told me to pay debt as much as possible, and you showed me the math. And the house doesn't sound good? Okay, well, it was a very generous amount, right? Like, imagine if it's in your retirement there, and it's the difference of, like, you having 800,000 in retirement and $1 million in retirement, because that's also what we could be talking about here, right? Like, it could be a noticeable decrease in your quality of life in retirement, but not having that money. You don't know what's going to come up in your life. You're going to be paying for kids in your 30s, 40s. You might have to increase the size of your house to pay for medical bills, potentially. Like, that money could be significant impact on your life and your family. Oh, it could be $5 million, wowie? Yeah, but, like, those were numbers assuming you invest $50,000 a year for the rest of your life. Pretty generous. Like, it could be the difference between, like, you moving into an assisted care facility and you keeping your house at 75. Like, what do you even pay property taxes for? The right to live somewhere you fully own? Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the same as any taxes, right? Oh, you're paying taxes to buy goods. You're paying taxes to continue to be there and part of society, I guess. I don't know. Everyone seems to have their pet dislike of every certain tax, but they're all kind of similar-ish to me. Everyone has the one that they dislike. It's like, okay, well, it probably gets replaced by another tax then. Not to say that some aren't better than others, but I just don't have the passion of hating one in particular. Grizz tax is exactly Nelson Mandela. Or investments, obviously, if you know what you're doing, but saving as much you can possibly can before kids is best, of course, and then a post-tax IRA is the best. Yeah, I'll trust you on that one, Ron John. I'd say TFSA because I live in Canada. We don't have Roth IRAs or anything like that, but from what I've heard, a Roth IRA is very similar to a mix between a TFSA and FHSA in Canada. But again, I can't give advice to American viewers on which investment accounts are useful to invest in. In Canada, I legally can. In the States, that would be irresponsible. I could do 50,000 a year if I paid off my house and worked full time at this job. But Nix, that sure, if you have no lifestyle creep, which is somewhat questionable, and if you have no change of lifestyle ever, like you have kids and a family, like it's saving unless you're having like an insane job, saving 50,000 a year while raising kids, like you gotta be like that is insane stuff, man. I'm not saying you can't, just like realize the expectation you're getting there, right? That's up there. Saved a lot when I don't have kids. Kids are expensive. Yeah, exactly, Ron John. Like you can say, like when I was working pipeline out of town, working like 80-hour weeks, there's a couple of years I probably saved that much, like 50K. But there's just no world I could like later on. Also, that was the amount you were saving when you lived at home, right? Like I assume you're not gonna live at home forever. You gotta have more expenses then. Like not just the moving out, like mortgage or rental expenses. There's food's pretty pricey. You'll have your property taxes, you have your utilities. A lot of ways, a lot of things can cost money. We could ask Profit. What time's the arena Sunday? Arena is 3 Eastern time. Everyone who participated in the tournament, please feel free to join up there. There is the cash prizes leftovers from the initial one. So show up there so you can all try to win the prize money. There's multiple ELO ranges that have a chance at winning. So everyone who's played enough games in that should have a good shot or have a shot. Ooh, good move on his part. Oh, rough. Nike Sharway, thank you so much for the follow. What are the class prizes? I don't. I think they're kind of up in the air depending on how many people play, but there'll be something that's like sub 2K and then something that's like sub 1600 at least. You live in a mortgage house. Food for one person's nothing. Food for one person is not nothing. Car is like 900. How long is your car 900 a month? What are you fucking buying? Like a new fucking Audi? How is your food nothing and your car 900 a month? Like, I would switch those around. You can get a car for basically nothing. Your food's gonna be like, okay, American, I'm trying to think. So probably 500 to 600 a month. You're a single guy who, like, you know, you want to get your decent amount of meat in your meals. You could cheap out and probably get down to 200 a month if you're like living on like rice, beans, very few veggies, and very few meats. But like, that's not how I want to live. Like mine is 800 about Canadian a month. But that is, I am buying a good amount of meats and ground beef. That's about 600 American just for the conversion. It very easily I could take a couple hundred off it if I didn't want to, you know. I try to like do somewhat the bodybuilding thing, get some muscles, which is kind of meat's kind of expensive, and I like my ground beef and I like my steak, but food's definitely not nothing for a single person, especially a single guy. You eat a fair bit. The car though, you can get like a car for like 100 a month, man. Like I know cars are more expensive, but I bought my Accord for $5,600 in 2016. That thing's still running, right? Like that's the equivalent of $500 a year, $550 a year. Yeah, 900 a month is freaking crazy. It's like 11,000 a year. You have like a 5-year car payment. It's like $55,000 car. Well, some interest, maybe 46,000. Still, that's like a lot of money. That's a new car. Cars even used have increased dramatically since then. Sure, but you can still like. How much is okay? That's a good question actually. How much is what will be the equivalent? It'll be a 2014 Honda Accord. Price. Honda Accord costs between 9,000, 15,000, 2014 range. I got a little on the cheap side. You get 12,000 USD. Last you a decade. Okay, 1,200 a year. That's still about 100 a month. Probably add another 100 a month for maintenance. 200 a month? Like way less than 900. 50K for investments, $30,000 going. There's no way. If your paycheck's 80K, you're paying like 30,000 in taxes, my guy. Maybe not 30, like 22,000. If you're trying to invest 50,000, that leaves you like 600 a month for expenses. Car payments suck. Yeah, I just never bought a car I couldn't buy with cash. Not because I'm like super against like the loans, but like I just always buy like a very small dollar value car. Car payments suck, yeah. Used car market went up big time? Yeah. It's like doubled. But still, even with it doubling, like you can get like a 13-year-old car. It's gonna be like there's no way it's more than a third of the price of a new car. I just don't understand why people buy new cars. Always one that confused me. You're 10 to 16K on cars.com. Yeah, it says 12K, maybe 13K for it again. Like, we're still talking about like 200 a month. He takes here. I'm definitely taking here. If I take there, I think that's mate. Or B8. I know it hasn't moved all game, and I think it's gonna get sacrificed now. You just told me not to buy shit and you buying cars? Not to buy shit and you buying cars. What do you, Nix, what do you mean by that? Yes, I bought a car 10 years ago. For like 5 grand. That's a lot different than 20 grand. And also, if you buy usually from another person, you don't get finance. You only get financing. You buy from a dealership, and that's when you're buying more expensive vehicles. You bought a car. I can't buy a house. You just said to buy a house. I just said to get a mortgage on it. I would honestly, I would finance my car if at the time I had the opportunity to. You just can't finance those low dollar amounts from an individual when you're purchasing a car secondhand. The bank will absolutely always give you the option to have a mortgage unless you have insanely bad credit. Regardless if you're buying new or used house. How dare you buy a 5K 10-year-old car? Yeah. You gotta, again, kids, you have to get a larger vehicle. Kids, you have to get a larger house. Food, outraged for a Yeah. But like, we're saying, I was saying, why at 19, if you're single, do you need $900 monthly car payments, Ron John? Even with a family, I think you can still argue 900 is very high on the car payments, even for like an SUV. But there's an argument for it then. But then it goes back to kids being more expensive too. You're not gonna be able to invest those $50,000 a year earlier on. Bank didn't give me a credit card yet because you're 16. You can't get a credit card or a mortgage till you're 18. You have to be legally able to sign a contract. I think in your parents' name, you can get like a practice credit card early to build your credit rating. Maybe I've heard of that from some banks, which isn't a bad idea, especially again, even. But just don't put debt in your credit card. Credit cards are great if you don't put debt on them. Get those points. I always like using that. But yeah, you just pay it every month when it's due. Average car age in the US is 12.6 years, I remember correctly. It means the family has a car with 100K. I want to say the first 3 are correct. So yeah, but if it's 12.6 is the average age of a car, would that not mean that you have to double? Like the average age of a human in the US is like 38. Because like the life expectancy is roughly 76 or whatever, right? You got to double it. So it means cars last for roughly 25 years. Which means if you buy it at 12 and a half years old at the median age, you still got like half the life left. Got another 12 years. Isn't debt the whole point? You just pay it? No. Credit cards, you build a credit limit, you get, because of the transaction fees that vendors have to pay, you get like a certain percentage. They get a certain percentage of every transaction from the merchant. So usually credit cards offer you benefits in order to try to use their card because they make money from the merchant, not necessarily from you going into debt, even though they can do it that way if you're really bad in your money. So yeah, no, credit cards, you just don't put debt in your credit cards, just pay it off every month. And you get the points. So you basically get like 1-2% of your entire spend free money. Like last year, I got back $1,100 in cash back for my credit card spending because they offer like 4% on groceries and stuff. Like it's really good amount percent back. And I've never had any interest payments on them. Yeah, I owned my credit card last year at 17. Yeah, did your parents have to sign off on that, or is it weird like a debit Visa card, or how'd that work there? Just have fun. You don't need that. 900 is crazy high. Lexus, Acura, and yes, yeah, exactly, Ron John. I have a 2009, 2016. Yeah, that's reasonable. Like, my 04 Accord is pretty old for most people. I'll definitely admit that. I'll probably have to upgrade in the next, some point in the next several years. But, yeah, 900 a month is a lot. Not to say that you can't come that, especially if you have two vehicles, too, like you're a family. Like, it's not hard to hit 900 between two vehicles, but one vehicle is a single guy. That's a lot. Isn't debt the whole point just to pay it? Bro, if you have, like, exceeding assets, like, it would be... I don't know. I just find it so irresponsible to... In my mind, it's very irresponsible not to have debt. It is just, like, a low interest, low percent debt is just free leverage. But low is the big thing, right? Don't have your mortgage be 80% the value of your house, and then have a car loan, and then have student loans, and only be making like 30% the like not being able to, you're barely being able to pay off your mortgage and loans. It's like that's obviously like insane. Like, if your debt payment monthly is like a rounding error on your paycheck, that's really good debt. Or not even rounding error, like just a small amount. Like, you're going to be paying low interest on that, assuming you're not just putting on credit card debt for some crazy reason. Like, you get like a 4% mortgage, or even certain lines of credit aren't that crazy. Like, you get outperform them in the market and stuff like that. But yeah, if you're doing payday loans or other debt, like, nah. Like, that's actually one of the difficult things is, too, once people pay off their mortgages, they try to figure, they're like, shit, now I'm out of debt. This debt was really good for me. I was making a lot of money from having the debt. How do I roll my debt over so they may get like a HELOC, or they try to get like a second property, they put a mortgage on there, because that debt is really good leverage for building a retirement fund. Made an estimate. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. I'm harping too much on the cart payment. Hopefully my kids appreciate that I've been saving for their college funds since they're born. Yeah. Yeah, and that's definitely a big thing country by country. Like in Canada, that we have a little bit you can save for it, but like, bro, my friends whose parents didn't pay for any of their college were just like, oh, yeah, I worked a summer job and it got paid off. I'm like, oh, yeah, fair enough. Wasn't that pricey. You're in the States, you might have to pay 200,000 American for a college degree and be like, holy crap. Yeah, that's a multi-generational ask. It's way more your parents need to help out, or you need to get like a loan or a grant. America, it's different, yeah. To be fair, your guys' degrees probably do go a little further everywhere, so... And also, if you get into like a prestigious university, those things are, you can't get that anywhere else. Like the level of, if you go to Stanford, there's like nothing that compares in all of Canada for that type of degree. The opportunities that can get you. So, I just heard this song, didn't I? In this economy, they definitely will. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, Ron John always seems to be setting up his kids for success. So. One of those things that, like, I mean, obviously at a certain age, they'll have no idea about it, but, like, the older and older they get, the more and more they'll probably appreciate it. Medical debt's a big kill in the States? Yeah. That's fair. That's a whole other topic. We don't really even get in that one. My kids are straight A's so far in advanced classes. Nice. What do you want to see? Hope that continues. I came from a very poor family. Didn't know anything about money. Yeah. I mean, that also is a thing too. I would say to Nix's favor is if you don't know anything about money, someone telling you don't ever have debt is way better than someone saying, yeah, don't worry about debt. Like, one of those is like, oh, it's unoptimized if you don't have any debt in your life. The other one could like ruin your life. Right? Not saying the first one can't absolutely help you long-term with your quality of life, but you're probably not going to be destitute if you are really dumb with your money and you just take out credit card debt because you don't care and you're told it doesn't matter or whatever. The bank's going to forget about it or something stupid. That can absolutely mess up your life. So if you're going to default to someone who you're like, I don't know if you can understand what we're talking about here, or like you don't have the time, you're not dealing with it, you're stressed, you got kids, you got shit to do, you're not going to look too hard into it. Yeah, I definitely understand the default to tell them just don't take debt. How many top universities do you think there are before a Canada one would show up? Canada is weird. Like, if you look at the rankings there, we have, like, I don't think we have really any in, like, the top 25, but then we have, like, 10 that are all, like, between 80th and 100 in the world. Like, all our universities are basically, like, about the same, and they're all pretty decent, but none of them are really that spectacular. You have, like, one or two, like, Waterloo or something, where they're just like, oh, we push the rankings up from our engineering, but if you don't go to engineering, it's kind of like, whatever. Hey, bullet chest girl, look for the fucking rain. Let's go. How do you shout people out and kick? Hey there, Peach. Hey there, Romanian sass queen. How's it going? Astrea Virtue. Hello, hello. They're all having a good time there. Ooh, free rook. Let's go. I thought this shit is summer job. The interview was okay. I'm gonna work after school, and you're like, oh, you're an adult now. Yeah, it's funny how it works there. Next, you get a job and you start working. How are you, blonde ass? I'm doing great. I haven't been blonde since I was like 9 years old, but hey, we're bringing it back, I guess. Then thank you, bullet chest girl. Everything's so expensive. $500 for soccer for your kids. Damn, that's brutal. You hit 2,400 there? Dun, 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 dun. Paradise. Today I went from 24XX to oh, you're going the wrong direction, bullet chest girl. You shouldn't be near my elo. I know you're a lot better than me. That's not the way. That's not how it should be. Probably because pretty affluent area. Seriously, yeah. Soccer is one of those ones that like you think would cost nothing. It's like pennies, cleats, and like watering a few fields, but it's gotten pricey. And that's like one of the cheapest sports too, which is the crazy part. Yeah, 19x100 here I come. Damn. I'm pushing to 2200 was my goal this stream here. Maybe we'll both be in the 2200s at the same time. Then you'll really want to hang yourself. Spell on me. Like the stars fell on me, fell on me. Look well on me, well on me. Else can see you and me. Turn the lights down now. You by the hand, have me another drink. Drink it if you can. Can you spend a little time? Time is slipping away. Wait for us to say, you can make you glad you came. Hell yeah. I trust you in that, hell yeah. You won't get it, won't disappoint me. Shit, I gotta go to work today. It's 12 a.m. Life of a working man, Nix. All the best luck to you. No, that's the sign-up fee. The sign-up fee doesn't come with pennies or anything? Damn, they're cheap. That's a spell on me, spell on me. You like the star fell on me, fell on me. I let you look well on me, well on me. Is this normal? Bro, this is the 24/7 normal right here. Good night, Nix. Now you take you by the hand, and you another drink. Drink it if you can. Spend a little time. Jesus fucking Christ, your singing is worse than your chest. I've been believing nothing can be worse than your chest. Fuck you, bullet chest girl. It's not wrong. I I'm a terrible singer and I have a rough throat on top of this, but I don't give a fuck. We're having a fun time. You came. I'm glad you came. Whoa. Oh. You came. Whoa. We? Which is we? What do you mean the word we means, Bullet Chest? I'll let you figure that one out. Sometimes. Capgra's singing is beautiful, just like him. Damn, prehistoric with the hype man here. It's like counter to Bullet Chest Girl sass. First will never be the same. Bruh. If we win this year, we'll get all our elo back that we lost earlier today, and then we can really start the grind. Chris, you have that hidden talent for singing. You should keep it hidden. It's your brain on alcohol. Oh, I haven't done the booze hydrate yet. I actually only had, this is still my first drink. I'm like halfway done it only. I've been hyped. I've been doing the party vibing thing on the weekdays even. Not the alcohol, it's been going. GG's, thank you, Estrella Virtue! One-handed push-up, alright. No. There we go. Alright, one-hand push-up time. Did you splinter a pawn? The socks look slippery, they are. That's the hardest part of the one-hand push-up. Hey, thank you 3 Dalton and Wayfaring Bard for the follows. Wait, is another free pawn? These guys are so generous, this is awesome! And a free piece? Oh, thank you! It's Christmas come early! Oh, get under your front door. All right, 2200's coming up. I feel it. The vibe chest is in full swing, people. How much to smoke a joint? It's legal here, but that's not me. Let go of everything. Oh, what does he take with knight? Okay. Damn, this is a vibe switch, this song. He goes knight here. I think I go pawn up, chase the queen away, get here. He goes there, get here, back, rook up, and don't lose it from the bishop or the knight. He goes, wasn't even expecting that. Well, when in doubt, hide the king in the center. Who cares? You can't catch me with all these pawns. It's a fortress. Tricky position. What's up, Zaddy? Guys, it is Jake FM, aka Jake Daddy, back in the place. Oh, and Malik got it high and get in your mind. Hey, Ahmed's here. Let's go. Omid, sorry. Fuck. We're in a hype vibe chess mode. Apologies for butchering the name right off the rip. Okay, we blundered the rook. Maybe. I mean, his queen's hanging. Queen's still hanging, so I guess we run back. It's all good. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I'd do anything for you. Yeah, yeah. All this pain. Take a bullet straight through my brain. Time for you, baby. But you won't do the same. Another hour for a push-up is high. Hey, king in the center. That's okay. We don't need our king to save. I just blundered my queen. No! Alright, rough one, rough one. I land on a blade for ya. Hey, JJ. Tricking position. Yeah. You have way too much energy? Bro, the energy's good. The energy, we keep her going, right? We took an L there. It's not a big deal. We got the energy to keep her going with another win here. These guys know how to play the French. Hell yeah, Stress. What we're talking about. I would die for you, baby. But you won't do the same. Also, gotta give Jake a shout out. I saw he stream for the first time in a while, too, recently. Shout out. No. I have enough to make him do push-ups for the rest of the night. Well, it's 1 an hour, so I'm sure you do. I'm slightly scared, but I'm gonna take the free piece. I'm confused. Yes, sir. 3-hour stream to get the feel of it again. Nice, man. And Omid also came back for his birthday today. Hey, I don't forget Omid here. Make sure to wish him a happy 39th year. I set a limit on the timer because otherwise it got spammed to high hell. Booze Hydration Day. Yes, Booze Hydrate is back. In the redeems. Ooh, this is a little rough. I wasn't paying super close attention here. He's not 59. He looks just like it. Yeah, exactly. Ahmed doesn't look a day over 50. Even if the sky is falling down, I know that we'll be safe and sound. Can you get a high energy song request? What does that mean? This world we still appreciate can be my luck. Even in the hurricane of frowns, I know that we'll be safe and sound. And sound, we're safe and sound. Safe and sound. Go back here. Do it with the knight, and I go here, check, and the pawn's pin. We get the queen. That's not what I said for you to do. I know that we'll be safe and sound. And so I have enough to mess you seriously up. Boost Hydrate's less limited. I think it's like 1 every 5 or 10 minutes or something like that. I could show you what you wanna see and take you where you wanna be. My Love by Justin Timberlake. We'll see. I think it is on an automated playlist, which honestly saves my ass. Wanna see and take you where you wanna be. I can change the rules on these guys. Just wait till the end of this game here. No! So dumb of me. Just kidding! Look at this. We got the mate threat. I got out of it. The queen attack, though. That's lame. I thought I was doing something cool there. It turns out I wasn't. Maybe we'll get him on time, though. Bad sound. We're safe and sound. Hold your ground. We're safe and sound. Ow. He's making it a little dicey for himself. I don't know if you saw that bishop coming in there. Oh, if it goes down here, it's mate. Push the pawn, we go here. Stars. Yeah, we'll be counting stars. Woo! Be this life like a swinging vine. Swing my heart across the line. Alright, fine. I'll change the viewer reward for tonight on Boost Hydrate. What is the cooldown? Cooldown's 10 minutes. That's... Change it to 5 minutes, alright? Just for tonight. Something so wrong. Doing the right thing. Oh, you're talking about investments? You know, it's increased dramatically? Sports cards. True. Beautiful, just like you, Grizz. Thank you, Seed Command. Dancing Grizz over singing Grizz. My singing leaves a lot to be desired, I will admit. Always up with the Queen's Gambit, yes. I'm a guy who likes consistency. And I feel it burn down this river every turn. MJ cards are 10% a month. 10% a month? Sorry, I think I said 10% a year. I glazed over that, Ron John. 10% a month? Holy. Feel something so right. Doing the right thing. Ain't there I've been losing sleep. Take here. If he takes here, I go here. If he takes here, we go check. He goes there. I go here. He takes here. This is pinned. He's dead. I can't go here, though. I gotta get my king in front of this pawn first, and then I can take there. Now I can go, but he's gonna push. I gotta get in front of it, because if I went he... Wow, what is this? What is this? Anyway. Ooh, good move on his part. Lately, I've been playing hard. Some are even higher. Shooting breakdance. I enabled booze hydrate for more people, and you guys haven't taken me up on it, so I don't know what to say. Play against the General Zod, see how far you get. Not very far. General Zod's a lot better than me. Tell me I'm too young to understand. Say I'm caught up in a dream. Life will pass me by if I don't open up my eyes. But that's fine by me. So wake me up when it's all over. And I'm wiser and I'm older. True. Ron John, that is true. That is true. Oh, is that another free bishop? Making us look easy, broski. Thank you, wizard. But I only had 2 hands. Cooling down? Must be digesting or something. Probably should mean that. Oh, come on. Try it. Try the Forkaroonie. Forkarooski. Nah, too chicken shit. Whatever. Take the free pawn. We'll go up here. Thank you. Check, take, check here, mate. Didn't know I was lost. Yeah, when it's all over. Ah, here we go. Get that elo. Thank you. Oh, that's a mistake. I think. Yes. Took me a second. Did I screw up here? Sort of. I'm still gonna win this. I'm pretty sure. I'm half the trade queens here. Unfortunate. I missed the checkmate. We're still gonna win this. Into your paradise. Why is he not resigning? I don't know. Rook was on the 3rd rank, had to complicate things. Yeah. Gotta slow play it a little, you know? This is interesting. He's got a pawn, but I got so much in compensation, like piecewise development. Don't be scared if I'm your body type. Take, check. I say that, but my son was an attorney a couple days ago. The other guy had 2 rooks and a queen, and he just had a king, and he drew the game. True! That was the tourney we were in, right? gonna change. No more time. Yes, the person with a better position as it looks better. See, you are correct. That doesn't matter. We'll try to fight this. Someone tell the doctor had a case of an old bipolar. He's gonna sack right here. He knows he has the time. He can probably still win. Or not. You're wrong when it's right. You're black and it's white. We break up. We kiss. We make out. Yes, then you're no. And then you're up. You're up and you're down. Magnus is playing, so who knows? That ending! Woo! Oh, we're losing. We're losing. She 4. Alright, prediction. Who's winning EWC? Baruja? Baruja's always a good bet. Who's even in it? Is like Hikaru in it this year? Hikaru, Magnet. Oh, are all in it. Okay, all in it. All the big names. I mean, it's Blitz, right? Hikaru just does so well at those Blitz tournaments. Like, kind of default to him. Very close. I mean, obviously, Magnus could always win anything. Magnus did just win Title Tuesday. Yeah, it's Magnus. You can never count him out. We'll be the person who's just like, Magnus. I don't think he's gonna do well. Like, he doesn't win always, but counting him out, that's insane to me. Damn, this is rough. Okay. You going for that pawn? Get this one. Or he saves this pawn. We save ours. Alright, just like 10th speed. Not sure what you mean by top 3. Maybe top 3 favored? This is a complicated game right here. Online's different than over the board. Are they doing over the board blitz? I think I might be losing this pawn. Well, that's the knight moves. He's in his own trouble. It's online 10-0. Yeah, that was a terrible move on my part. I just lost the piece there, didn't I? Okay, well, this knight's threatened now because it's the pin pawn, so he's gonna go something like that, yeah. We'll take. We got a second pawn. I hope he takes the pawn. Nice. Free attack. Here, go up. Nice. Thank you so much for the follow, Parsa. Man. I thought I was doing a cool move. It was very, very bad. Fuck me. Oh, I was trying to flag him and I thought too long on all these moves. Ah, Lewis lost there. It was kind of banging, hell yeah. Hikaru was objectively one move away from that. Armageddon. Bro, I don't forget the one I saw in Dallas there. You guys remember the Hikaru king flip? Where he flipped the king off the table there after winning the game? On stage against Kakesh? I was there in Dallas for that. That was a really cool final. Went down to the bullet decider Armageddon. Hikaru bait was crazy low on Armageddon, like 6 minutes. Yeah. 6 minutes is pretty crazy for Armageddon. Like, that's a big time disadvantage. Challenge RGM DOS. He's only an FM would be a good match. Only an FM. I mean, I'd be down to play him. Is he streaming right now? Does he want to play me? Seed is why you're saying? I mean, we're about to hit him with a vibe chess, man. I don't know if he can handle the neutron style. How's it kicking along, Grizz? It's going good, Rooks. Hey, do you know how to shout people out on Kick? Bullet Chestkill raided me forever ago. I'm trying to shout her out, but I couldn't figure out how. He's streaming right now. No idea if he'll play yet. Ah, thank you. Down. These are the nights that never die. Oh, exclamation mark set there. Nice. Good to know. Oh, we're in trouble. Can't play in. Hey, Push Pizza, thank you for the follow. I assume, actually, I didn't see you follow me. You, those shining stars. It was you. Thank you. That's a deadly spot for that night. I mean, if I can gobble up his pawns. It's awful pushy. Push Pizza's pushy. I don't think we're losing this now, actually, which is kind of nice. Oh my god, if he goes here, we can trap the knight. Oh. Could this happen? I'm only allowed to take us 3. I was about to be like, damn, the dad jokes actually are a thing, aren't they? Alright, well, we can't win this. Gotta go with the pawn. Check, I go here, takes, goes here, or goes back out. Is there a way I can keep his knight away? Because he's always gonna have that move. A push, goes there. We go here, he goes back. Oh, good move in his part. It's like a draw. Yeah. Dun, 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 burn, don't you burn, child. He ever's got a prayer for you. That is exactly what we're listening to. Swedish House Mafia. My first heartbreak. Booze hydrate. All right. Cheers. Before anyone gives me shit about not drinking enough of this, I put 6 shots in each one of these. Of rye whiskey. Big oil, baby. Big oil! Shots of what? Rye whiskey, 80 proof. Rye, because I'm a Canadian. USA is calling. 99 missed calls from US, CIA. I almost said CSA. I don't think they knew about much oil back then. CSA, I know. That flight security staffing? That's TSA, Rooks. I said CSA. That would be Confederate States of America. It's like it's a Civil War name for that country. It runs down on me, surround me like a waterfall. Right now. Can we turn up the volume 2 notches? Okay. How's that? Down on me, surround me like a waterfall. Opt at 3 decibels. Perfect. So, as you guys might have been able to tell, that's exactly where I meant to move that rook. I obviously didn't mean to take. Obviously, it was planned, and I'm very happy that I executed my move so well, so gracefully, some might say. I truly have a knack for positioning pieces on this digital board right now. No stopping us right now. This is interesting. It's like white pawn, black pawn, white pawn there, all in a row. I might need to get up early and take in the know to Lucas Oil. Have a good evening and drink another one. Sounds good, Ron John. You take care, man. Oh, we can't even defend here because we got en passant defense. What's better defense than an en passant defense? Be the same. I'm glad you came. Lights down now. This is bad for me because he's a stupid back row mate hanging over my head. Or I could slow play it too. Uh-oh. Time is slipping away. How are we winning this? This I don't know why. You've had this line before, if you remember. You said a word, you didn't send me no letter. Don't think I could forgive you. GG, thank you. We still got it. No letter. What you didn't send me no letter. This is really good for me actually right here. I don't know how he's gonna deal with this. This open file, the bishop helping control it. I guess he just get his king in the action. Let's break things open. I mean, if the king's there, sitting in the center of the board, why not just break everything open? There's no way he takes there. He's got to go to the pawn, right? Then if he takes the pawn, I go here up in the knight. Does he take with the king? Yeah, he gives up the fork. And if he goes here, we can take here check, and we're fine. To the star. Up all night to get some. All night to get some. Yeah, I'll take the free queen, I guess, if nothing else. Let's raise the bar and go to the stars. Up all night, forget some. I'm up all night, forget some. All night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. Alright, guys, I'm gonna go grab another pop here. Or mix, but we're actually got a couple wins in a row here, so let's go. Get some. All night for good sun. For good fun. All night to get lucky. Alright, I love the emotes. Like, the energy's insane. I've been spamming them all evening. Or Parsa, sorry. All night to get lucky. Come too far. Come too far. Who we are. The stars. All night to get sun. Up all night to get some. Night for good fun. Up all night to get lucky. All right, to get lucky. Can we hold this position? It's not super tenable, but maybe. Ah, you can still take there. Okay, it's beyond tenable. Sadly. Oh, you didn't even do the worst move for me, but that's still pretty bad. I'm waiting for him to blunder, though. I don't know. I just have a feeling he will. All he needs to do is rook takes. Uncomplicate this immediately. We'll see if he does it. We'll see if he does it. He decides to not. Interesting. See if that pays off. Every time I'm just like, this guy, he's gonna end me right here, right now. Throws me a lifeline. That's a good move on his part. Finally got the... Never mind, just traded rooks. Ah, I just didn't get it. Oh, well. You know what, guys? I think it's a good time to call her. I've had a fun time here. Probably time to hop off. Have fun, everyone. I appreciate the stream. Take care.